Well, folks, welcome back. Today, for you guys, I'm going to be talking about some things. I'm going to be talking about abortion and some other things that have to do with Christianity and have to do with a lot of things. Now, I haven't done one of these videos in a long time because I just been kind of not wanting to do videos lately because I've just been doing so much. And today, for you guys, I am going to be talking about abortion. If you get offended by any of this, you are well authorized to leave if you want to, you can leave. I don't care. I'm not here for the offending. I'm here for the defending of Jesus Christ and Christianity. And I'm here for the defense, the defending of God's creation, children, and babies alone. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am Nicholas Otto, and I'm going to be talking about abortion. Oh, get away from me. This is why I don't like sitting outside, is because I want to talk a little bit about God's creation, what God was doing, what he thinks of us as valuable. We are the most valuable thing on this planet to God, okay? No doubt about it. I think when women and men are being treated the way that they're being treated, especially women, I think that they should be brought to the ground by God. I think that they should be brought to the ground and put on their knees. They should be begging for mercy, and they will beg for mercy, but they won't get it, because you gotta ask for forgiveness before you can beg for mercy. You can beg for mercy all you want, but you gotta ask for that forgiveness. And I think most doctors, even us humans are valuable to God. And when doctors, I think that God definitely created doctors. God definitely inspired lots of doctors, or Jesus did, with healing and loving. And sure, doctors can heal us and take things away from us and give us things that we never thought of we could have. Like a man turning into a woman, or a woman turning into a man. We could never think that we would ever be in that time. But it was happening when Jesus Christ was the king of all that crap. But anyways, about the kids. The kids, babies alone are most precious thing that God has ever created. Babies are, from anything, animals or humans. Okay? But human babies are valuable more than anything in the world. Humans are the most valuable thing on this planet Earth. And humans are loved by God. And this is out to many Christians. And this is out to everybody. That God loves you. And God will never forsake you. And you shall never forsake Him. Or sin against Him. Or, obviously you can't not sin. But you try to live your life through Him and love Him with all your heart and soul. But if I'm a Christian and I'm saying that, killing is okay, especially humans, okay? One person told me that abortion's okay. Babies are just babies. Who cares? I say, you are wrong in so many different ways. Because a baby is not just a baby. It's something that's made in God's image, God's creation, which means it has value. Now, obviously, the trees around me don't have value. They're just something that God gave us for supplies, for, I don't know what to call it. I'm so tired, but it's something that God gave us to live, to help us live. But humans are the most valued things on earth to God. animals, he tells us to kill them because animals give us meat. Animals give us nutrients, give us things that we need to survive in this world. If we didn't have the animals, we wouldn't be surviving. No one would be surviving. But I think it's really cruel to kill an animal if they don't do anything. But if there's somebody that thinks that it's cruel to kill an animal but not to kill a baby, there's something wrong with them. Because killing a baby is very cruel. Killing a baby is not something that is made in God's image, is not to be destroyed. Okay? God made us in his image. We are not to be destroyed. That's why he says in Exodus, thou shalt not kill. The 10 Commandments. That is one of the biggest ones in there. Thou shalt not steal, and thou shalt not kill, and thou shalt not commit adultery. That are one of the 3 biggest ones in there. Okay? They're the 3 biggest ones in there. And so I think when people are saying that, it's okay to kill, it's okay. No, you're lying to yourself. If you think you're a Christian and you're saying, it's okay to kill babies, you're lying through your frickin' teeth. Because I don't care if you are, I don't care who you are. Abortion, okay? I don't care if you're having two kids and you can't handle it. And you can't handle it having any more kids, and don't have any more kids. Just simple as that. People know what it takes to have kids. People know what it takes to do things to have kids. And when they go and do stuff to have kids, they think, nothing's gonna happen. Well, it does. Accidents happen. God's creations, though, are not an accident. They're for a reason. I'm for a reason. I'm on this planet for a reason. And that is to tell people, and I believe that I am on this planet to tell people about God, to tell people about Jesus Christ, and the way that he's made my life wonderful, and the way he can make your life wonderful. But I'm not gonna be able to teach much people if people keep killing babies. But the people that think that killing babies is alright are sick in the head. They need mental help. They need help. Because if they think that, it's okay, then they need to get shot in the head. Imagine that. Imagine me saying, imagine me telling somebody, you're gonna get shot in the head today. Just for looking at, just for, living. Okay? How cruel is that? How cruel is telling somebody you're gonna shoot them? Or shooting somebody when they're asleep. They don't even know it. Stupid ants. There we go. And that's really cruel to do to somebody. Now, I told my friend this one time. I told one of my friends this one time. He said, talking about abortion. And I said, imagine I went out into the street and I shot somebody. Or killed somebody. Okay? And, whatever. It's fine. Not in God's eyes. That's not fine in God's eyes. It might be fine in my eyes, but it's not fine in God's eyes. And killing people is not fine in my eyes. It's very cruel. It's very not Christian. I do a lot of things that ain't Christian. I swear. Sometimes I swear on these videos sometimes, and I ask God for forgiveness for that because I don't want to come at people like I'm swearing. I might say damn sometimes, and I might say other things like that, and that's fine. But I think abortion is definitely something that we gotta work on, but that everybody's gotta work on, and say no, it's not right. It's not right. Women, other people tell me, well, women should have rights. Okay, and women should have rights. But you want to know something? There's a time of segregation. there's a time of no women's rights back in the 18 to the 1950s. Even then, most women didn't have rights. It was only till a long time. It was only till like maybe the 80s or the 70s when women started getting their own rights. Because when we want to look at everything like it's, like, okay, I believe in women's rights. I believe that women should have all kinds of rights that they want, but not rights to kill. I mean, come on. I know it's their body, their choice, but I could say the same thing about that when somebody wants, I think it's definitely something a lot of women think about. It's definitely something that I want to think, that I want to make sure that's not happening in my life. Making sure that my kids making sure that my kids are safe, making sure that I'm safe, making sure my wife is safe. That is going to be the biggest thing for me, is making sure my family is safe and loving and peaceful. Not to hate each other and stuff. But I definitely think that there's just so much hate in the world, and that's why abortion's a thing. Jesus never told his disciples to go out and kill babies. It's another thing I would want to point out too. The Bible never says to go out and kill babies. The Bible specifically tells us in Exodus that thou shalt not kill anything. Like humans. We should not kill humans. We should not kill our neighbor. We shall not treat our neighbor like trash. When God says thou shalt not kill, he doesn't mean don't kill animals. Or kill trees. Or, that's the kind of stupidity that some people think. Like, oh, thou shalt not kill, so I shouldn't probably kill animals and I probably shouldn't kill trees. Well, those are resources that God gave us to live, to love, and be peaceful. And if we don't use them correctly, obviously if we abuse an animal, God's not going to be happy about it, and God's going to discipline us for it. If we take his animals and we abuse them and we hurt them, yes, we will get very much disciplined for that. We will be judged upon what we do on this earth. We'll be judged upon what we do on the earth and what we do around the world. Okay, what we do, killing people, will be judged upon how we act, how we treat each other. You'll judge us fairly. You'll definitely judge us fairly. But I also wanted to point out that God is all loving, but he's also just. And when it comes to babies being killed, I think that God's got a lot of anger. And he's going to make that either that doctor suffer or the person having the abortion or done suffer for a long time. And a lot of people say, well, suffering, God made suffering. Sure, no, he didn't. God didn't make suffering, we made suffering. When Adam and Eve decided to sin and there was so much sinning in the world, God casted a spell, and it made everything, because it made us suffer, because we were rebelled against God. There is problems, and this world is tough. And that is why we need Jesus Christ. And if we're killing, that's why we need Jesus Christ, because this world is tough. This world is rough. And if a man or a woman's gonna make it, she or he's gotta be tough. Let me tell you, I'm not making things up. I'm telling you this so that you'll know the understanding whoever watches, if somebody watches this, you'll know the understanding of abortion. You'll know the understanding of Christianity. Because I know people that are Christians who think that abortion is right. And I do not think that they got a full brain in their frickin' skull, in their head. Cause sure, okay? And let me tell you something. The Democratic Party is the best ones for that abortion. Now, I'm not for the Democratic Party and not for the Republican Party because there are things that they both irritate me. The Democratic Party, well, they irritate me with everything. They're opening up the borders, the abortion, just the everything. And the Republican Party I like because of cutting taxes and everything like that, but I don't like government. And I don't think that government is the solution. I think that Jesus Christ is the solution. But when we talk about abortion, Kamala Harris is a nutcase. And she and Walz are both ridiculous. Obviously, some people probably beg to differ about that. But I don't beg to differ about that. Because, see, I think a lot of times I don't like what Trump is doing. Okay? I'm not gonna get I didn't want to get political, but I will, because here's the thing. I'm gonna speak my mind about Trump. Okay? I don't like the way that he's doing things. Okay? My whole family is Republican. Okay? And I like Trump. Okay? I definitely don't like Democrats. I'm a Republican myself. Okay, I don't vote, but my family's Republican. Okay? But I am not gonna sit here and say Trump is the best, because he's not. I'm not the best. Jesus Christ is the best. Kamala Harris is not the best. No king or queen is the best, but Jesus Christ, Son of God, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, is the best and is perfect and loving and gives peace and joy. Definitely think our world is brainwashed into thinking that, Trump's gonna save us, or Kamala Harris is gonna save us, Joe Biden's gonna save us. No, they're not. They're gonna ruin it for us. We are the reason why our country is destroying itself, or just getting destroyed, is because of humans. Jesus Christ is trying to make it better. That's why you see a lot of people doing better, and that's why you see this country trying to do better, is because of Jesus. I definitely think that, Trump is definitely doing his best trying to get people to believe, and he is a believer in Christ. I do like that about him. He's a believer in Christ. But we gotta realize that nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect at all. I used to say not everybody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Now I say nobody is perfect. Only Jesus Christ is perfect. I love Jesus with all my heart. I'm definitely not gonna let people tell me that government is stronger than Jesus, or that government's gonna save us above, or Jesus, and government is not. Some people put government above Jesus Christ, and I hate that. I hate that. I hate people's actions. That's the only thing I really hate in this world, is actions. I hate people's actions. And just the things that people do just make no sense. Like when people say that, government is gonna make our country better. No, it's not. It's gonna make our country worse, because Trump could do something really bad to America. All the Republicans out there, let me tell you something. Okay, I'm a Republican also, and I'm speaking above myself as a Republican, that Trump can also do bad things. And he will do bad things. If the devil gets in his head, he can do bad things, and he will. if the devil gets in his head. Just like everybody, just like me. The devil gets into my head, I'm somebody that you do not want to be around. Okay? But I've changed. And I don't let the devil get in my head. I notice when the devil gets in my head, I ask Jesus Christ, cast him away. I don't want him in my life. I want you, Jesus Christ, Son of God, in my life. I do not want the devil in my life. And so I just wanted to talk about abortion and about just some of the things that, are kind of going on in government and just basically everything that's going on with this world and Christian. Let me tell you something. I am not a Lutheran. Okay, I'm a Lutheran. Okay, I am a Lutheran. Okay, but that does not determine whether or not I'm going to heaven or I'm going to hell. I'm going to heaven because I got faith in Jesus Christ. I love him with all soul, mind, strength, and heart. And I love him and I make sure that I live through him because he strengthens me. And he rises me up. And he gives me love, peace, joy, self-control, and gentleness. I think this was a good day for this video. Sorry if it's not like something funny. Just kind of want to take a break from all that kind of stuff for a while, you know. And by the way, if you can't see it, this is the front of my house. These are the chairs kind of in the way you can't really see, but the porch is over there and stuff. So that's the front of my house. Sorry about that, folks. Anyways, like I said, live, love through Jesus Christ, who strengthens you, who loves you, and everything. Okay? What are my ducks and geese looking at? I don't know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Jesus Christ loves you.